Right. Good morning, everyone. This is Chairperson Patterson Howard. Today is Wednesday, March 13th, and the time is 10:07 a.m. And I call the Industrial Development Agency's regular board meeting into order. Can you please call the roll?
Absolutely. Commissioner?
Present.
Ms. Saunders?
Present.
Mayor?
Present.
Corporation Counsel?
Present.
Controller?
Present.
Mayor, we have four.
And actually, the date is the 14th. That's how I was looking and it said the 13th.
Yes.
The 13th. It's
That's
the 14th.
It's the 14th, yes.
I know I work a lot, but I thought at least I had the date right. Okay, if you can start with the agenda.
Yes, the first item is approval of the minutes for February the 8th, 2020. There aren't any questions. If there could be a motion,
I make a motion to approve the minutes for February 8th, 2024.
motion by Mr. Johnson. Is there a second? Second by the Commissioner. All in favor indicate by saying aye. Any opposition? There being none, the minutes are approved. The next item is the financials.
All right, so I mean, it's very little kind of activity for February. $519 in income. That is $61 in fees, rent and leases, and then interest of $457. Expenses just related to one staff person, the director of business development, $8,369. Basically, for the period of net earnings, a loss of $7,850. You look at again the balance sheet items for all of the accounts. You have 5 areas, which we look at the escrow account, 846,776. The money market account, 112,191. The pilot account, 1,900,553,950. And then the operating account, 120,620. And there's the accounts receivables for that would be 255,784. Bringing the total of the balance sheet to $3,991 and 321. The liabilities out there, of course, are payables was 26,176, and then the pilots that need to be paid out are the same that is in the receivables, 1,953,950. Bringing the total liabilities to 1,980,125. At the end of the day, the cash flow in and out, current balance 2,126,283, and the closing balance 2,076,570. When you look at the other documents that you have as it pertains to the pilot payments, you will see all of the payments that have been made on the pilot payments. For this period, they are only once again, the balances, of course, for the second half of 2024. There is an error there. That should be the January first half of 2024, not 2023. That column under received, right? You'll see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that we need to collect. 10. 9 that we are. 10 that we are still waiting for their first payment. And we've sent out the invoices for them for that. Based upon how we've been collecting it, there's no reason why we can't get it from them. We just had to send them a reminder notice. When you look at the fees, there are 5 still fees that are outstanding, but we have collected basically $32,570 in fees. So that's the financial report. Pretty much looking in good shape. We are just going after those things that are still just outstanding. Also should note that we have begun the process for the 2023 audit as well. So that's underway.
Thank you. Next agenda item.
Back to the agenda, Madam Mayor, is the business development report.
Yes, so we have a ribbon cutting on April 17th for PCSB Bank, as well as Tri Technologies Manufacturing Company on Hartford is expanding their products lines and existing physical space. And they'll be coming to us to seek assistance. And that space was toured by our Director of Business Development and Mr. Curdy. A new business that is onboarding is the School of Rock, and they're I'll be meeting with them in like the next 2 weeks, and their anticipated opening is early to mid-May, and that is a music school. Then Ready Space on Sanford Boulevard is open, and they have space for rent, and it's flexible warehouse and office space that the community can rent. Victoria Tavern has opened at 766 South Fifth Avenue. It's a dine-in restaurant, and they're open and operating. Workforce Development, Pace University School of Nursing, in collaboration with the Director of Sustainability, with the Director of Business Development and Sustainability, are exploring a pre-med nursing curriculum for elementary and high school students. We have re-engaged with Empower, which does STEM training, and we're connecting them to the school district. And that is it for now. We did have several meetings with other businesses last month that are looking to come into Mount Vernon. But, you know, we have not finalized things, and so we will continue to work with those businesses. And that is the business development report.
Okay. On to new business, Mayor, or rather resolutions. There is one resolution authorizing of invoices. The first item is the reimbursement for the healthcare for the employee of the agency. The next item is a conference of mayors reimbursement. The last 2 items are payments made to Stores Associates for the cost benefit analyses that were presented for the 2 McQuestion projects. I want to note with regard to the Stores Associates reports, those are reimbursed to us by the developers. So even though the outlay is made by the agency, we then go back to the developers to pay us. The idea behind that is that the retainer is with Stores Associates and not between Stores Associates and the developer, so that there's more independence.
Right.
There aren't any questions. If you could entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion by the controller. Is there a second?
A second.
Second by the commissioner. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any objection? There being none, the resolution is approved. The next item is new business. I don't have anything to report for reports of agency council. So if there's nothing further, you can certainly entertain motion to adjourn.
Does anyone else have any new business? So the only thing that I have is we're working on finalizing the application for Mount Vernon First. We have monies available that we've allocated through our American Rescue Program to provide micro grants to some of our small businesses here in the city to help some of the startups and help some of those that are existing. And we look to have those applications and instructions and an informational session out by next month.
Excellent.
When do the grants, when is the deadline?
We haven't put the application out yet. So once we put the application out, that will have deadline information.
So we want to put the application in.
We said we'd be putting it out next month. Yeah.
Certainly move to adjourn at this point.
All right.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second? Second by the commissioner. All in favor indicate by saying aye. There being no objection, you can adjourn, Mayor.
I guess, it's not IDA, but it is a business, not-for-profits are businesses.
It's always good to share information.
Not-for-profits are businesses, so, we did do applications for not-for-profits as well.
Mhm.
And those not-for-profits have been awarded, I believe they were awarded up to $25,000 to support them in projects, that focused on youth development, youth sports, cultural arts, some cultural services, some cultural services around immigration, some food programs. And so that list we will put out separately as well. So, we are trying to use American Rescue Plans, which are fewer and fewer now because we've been utilizing them for about 2 years now. Yeah, so, to help the other sectors, it helped the government sector. It's going to help some of the private sector and also the not-for-profit sector, which includes faith-based organizations, because I believe there were 4 or 5 faith-based entities that were provided grants under that not-for-profit section as well. So that's it.
Thank you very much.
Motion to adjourn?
So we'll.
Second,
Second.
by the Corporation Council, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
The opposition, there being none, we're adjourned. Thank you.
Okay.